Thank God it's Friday. I wish you all a very um beautiful weekend. All right, we just want to quickly talk briefly about Ashake, who's who just bought a new Range Rover for his mom. Ashake has had a bit of, stormy times online in the last few months when his father came out last year sick because I think he has health issues where one side of his is kind of partial paralysis kind of thing. So he cried out that he's not seen Ashake for a long time. Ashake has not been visiting him and he feels abandoned by Ashake, and despite everything that Ashake lived with him before he went to university and all of that. Of course, all eyes turned on Ashake to be like, Ashake, how could you do that? How could you do that to your own father? Whereas your mother is treated like an egg by you. Ashake loves his mom. The closeness you cannot deny. The love you cannot deny. And you're like, what could have happened? His mom and his dad had gone their separate ways very early in their marital life. And with that kind of family where it's a Aleko setting, husband and wife went apart, and allegations that the musician that came to play on Ashake's naming ceremony was the one Iya Ashake went after, was dating after all those kind of allegations were just flying everywhere, which was in totality a bad press for him. Not only that, Ashake's baby ma, the mother of his only child that we know, also went on TikTok live, on programs on TikTok to narrate outside of the story that she was with Ashake when he didn't have anything. That I think she's into hair making and lash and everything. That then she would save money and send it to Ashake to take care of himself in school. But definitely over the years, the gap was widening. More so since the baby mama did not, should we say, step up to Ashake's level. Hmm. But she took care of Ashake's daughter. And that alone is a trophy on its own. So the Basbos was too much for Ashake at that time. And I'm sure his management will sit down and go back to the drawing board to be like, Ashake, you're a global star. Your father coming out to say this, your baby mama coming out to say this looks very bad. The optics looks very bad for your brand. And I think he even has Agbalagbas that spoke to him to be like, Ashake, you know what? Whatever it is your father has done to you that hasn't made you pull him closer the way you pull your mom closer, just let it go. God has done you well, you know. And one of the things we learned, people said, yes, he lived with his father to a point and everything. Sometimes it's not just living with the parents that determines the bond or the love the child will have for us. Some people are living with their parents, but, excuse me, excuse me. Some people are living with their parents, but they don't have that good relationship. Let me break it down. Sometimes we have in the home the father, the mother, and the child or the children. And let's put, for example, the father might not have a good relationship with the children. Daddy is coming, we run inside the room to hide. Um, Daddy is in the sitting room, the child runs inside the room. There's no cordiality. There's no, daddy, how is your day? Or, oh, my son, what happened in school today? Can I see your homework? Did you fight with anyone in school? Did anybody, those kind of things are what creates the bond, not just the presence. Yes, presence of a parent is important in the life of a child, right? But more importantly is the communication, the relationship, the bonding, the affection, the attention, the love, the nurture, which a lot of times come naturally from a mother to a child. A mother is just a natural nurturer. Biologically, Physically, a woman is a natural nurturer. Mommy, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I go to my mommy. I want water. Mommy, I want water. I want to do this. Mommy, somebody beats me. Oh, mommy, somebody's. Because the mother is always there. So naturally, that bond is there. Now, the father too has to play his active role in the life of the child. A child has, there's this child psychology that a child knows who gives him or her attention. A child even knows when you're correcting them, either is out of wickedness or out of love. So, because children are young does not mean that they are not dumb. They see things, they perceive things. There are some things we try to hold from them. They see our eyes when we have cried, even if we don't tell them. A child knows when the mother or the father is happy or sad. They suck in energy. Now compare that to a setting where there's the mother and the father in the house, there's love, father pecks mommy, mommy takes care of daddy, daddy helps in the kitchen, you know, daddy carries you on his lap, have discussion. So those are the kind of things that in most cases are absent. And that child that you didn't give attention to at the formative years, you will beg for that attention later in the future. So I think that was the only missing link, if any, there was between Asake and his dad. But guess what? After he bought the um, Range Rover for his mom, just today, yes, in fact, just a few hours ago, he posted on his page that he has bought a car for Baba Ahmed. He calls his father Baba Ahmed because his name is Ahmed. So he bought his father a 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser. Shetripe, Ashake has balanced it. We were supposed to do this video yesterday, but we just chilled. But just about 3 hours ago, we saw that Ashake has also bought a very 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser for his father. So, ó ti tó ọ̀tún ṣe, ó ti tó sì ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọmọ gidi ṣe máa ń ṣe. In fact, right from that time he was called out, something changed about him. That's towards the end of last year. He shaved off his dreadlocks, àbí kí ló wà lórí ẹ̀yìn, to a normal, responsible looking haircut. He even went with his mom to visit Oni of Ife around the festive time. You know, there's this calmness and peace around him. And even for his own daughter and his baby mama, he invites them. We saw videos of them at a show, some shows that he did in December. So now that he has put the important people in his life, he now has peace. So I give it to him for coming into quick realization, because some people want lórí kunkun, ò bá bá wọn sọ títí, ò bá drag wọn títí títí. So I'm very happy. So Ashake is a happy man. He's a blessed man. He's taking care of his child now. His baby mama is happy now. His mother is very excited. His father too. Though ṣe mọ̀ bàbá kan ká kó bàbá kan, but at least bàbá ti rójú ọmọ ẹ̀ ńlẹ̀, and he has bought a house for his father after that Ulabalu last year. So Ashake, well done. The God that has blessed you. Àdúrà tá a máa ń gbà náà ni pé kí ṣe wá ṣojú àwọn òbí wa. Ká rówó tọ́jú wọn, ká rówó ṣìkẹ́ wọn. Kọ́mọ tiwa náà kó láàánú wa lójú kó ṣe fún wa. So Ashake, you've done well. When that thing happened that your father came out to talk about you abandoning him, of course we talked about it. And we were hopeful that you're going to make amends. So now that you've made amends, we have no choice but to come back online and commend you. You see, every human being, as long as you're breathing, you're living, you're not by, we are all still work in progress. Òye ayé kan yé wa jura wa lọ, circumstances olúkálùkù náà dẹ̀ yàtọ̀. But in overall, Ashake has peace, he's a happy man, he's a happy father, and he's doing so well. So ẹ jẹ́ ká learn one or two things. Ká dẹ̀ máa tún máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ ìtùnú ká máa fi bọ́ra wa pé no man is perfect. Perhaps one or two people needs to learn something from this story. God will give you the humility in spirit to be able to make any amends that you need to make in your personal life. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.